we always have this, I think of it as like a, a catch-all, like where do we put people that don't fit neatly into those other boxes? So these are people that have eating disorder symptoms, but they don't fully meet the other criteria. So important that you emphasize that if you have a diagnosis of OSFED, other specified feeding or eating disorder, it's just as severe and impairing. I can't tell you how many times over the years clients have said to me things like, well, I don't meet criteria for any of those things, or the doctor, I have, EDNOS, it used to be called, eating disorder not otherwise specified. And they would minimize the severity of it. Any eating disorder is severe, period. I don't care if it fits neatly into a box or it doesn't, it's severe, and that person deserves good evidence-based treatment. So here it is, right? Most people, you can't tell that someone has an eating disorder by looking at them. You can't. And many people with eating disorders can look really healthy, in fact, but may be extremely ill. So it's important, and some of you have already astutely highlighted that weight is not the only clinical marker of an eating disorder. And if you've got the blinders on, you're going to miss many, many, many people who are suffering. Individuals at normal and above average weights may be malnourished and engaging in unhealthy weight control practices. Athletes and those engaged in clean eating practices are often quite unwell. Okay. So this study was done in 2013. There are many studies like this that I'm happy to send you to highlight why this is such a problem and why the field is really looking at this concept of atypical anorexia nervosa. Is it really something different, or are we all talking about the same thing? So check out this study. This was a case study. They looked at 2 teens with what medicine would call obesity. They went more than a year with anorexic behaviors before they were diagnosed because they never dropped below the expected average for their age and height. So look at this chart here for a moment with me. So this is one of them. So it's not the clearest chart, but over here, this is a kid. Let's say this kid starts at a BMI of about 25, right? So can you imagine a kid starting a BMI of 25? He's 6, 7 years old. You can imagine what doctors are telling them, what the family's sort of saying. And as he goes through puberty, his weight increases, which is actually normal. And so by the time he's 12 years old, his BMI is 32. Okay, so he's sitting at a BMI that does not make most people feel comfortable. So he sort of, moves along for about a year or so, and then he starts to diet. And look at this. Now, this happens over the course of a year or so, but look at this steep weight loss. That is a significant amount of weight that is lost over a period of time. And so, but look where he lands. This is a BMI of 18, and he stays there for just a short period of time. His biology pushes him back up to a BMI of 20, 21. What do you think people said to him on this weight loss journey? Probably congratulated him, celebrated it, absolutely. I actually get emotional. It doesn't matter how many times I present this stuff. So what this study and many others and what all of our clinical experiences are is that, so this kid actually goes through, he's actually engaging in what would be anorexia. He's starving himself, he's not eating, he functions like anybody else with anorexia, he hates himself, he hates his body, and the world is going, excellent job, look at how, wow, I wish I could be like you. And what happens is, as you know, early intervention is the key. It's a big part of recovery. But we know this, if you start out in the normal range and you lose a lot of weight, it's more evident to people. People get more active that there's a problem if you've lost weight into a low weight range. But when you start out and weigh more than your peers and you lose 60 pounds, everyone congratulates you. And no one looks into how you lost that 60 pounds. And this is not the case for just our kids. This is the case for our adults. This is the case for everybody. That weight loss is praised and no one ever looks at what's actually going on underneath. So the Academy for Eating Disorders says all instances of precipitous weight loss should be investigated for the possibility of an eating disorder, especially in post-bariatric surgery patients. I cannot tell you the number of post-bariatric surgery patients that we see in our clinic who have had the surgery, and of course, their eating disorder is still alive and well, and now it's a life-threatening situation, because if you've had surgery to change or remove part of the stomach and you still binge eat, you can burst part of the stomach and intestinal walls. I mean, it's so dangerous. And so that's, again, another reason why we sit here today, so that we can help and get involved. In children and adolescents, failure to gain expected weight or height or delayed puberty, pubertal development should also be investigated.